Did you do as you promised? Do my children know peace? Oriel, bless and keep you, traveler. You have no idea how much this means to an old woman. Now I can find peace myself. I'll be with my babies soon. It's been so long since I've seen their faces.
How could you let that alchemist from Fair live?
Know how long I've been looking.
Welcome.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
You there. How would you like to do something worthwhile?
Stars above, more interruptions? Is this important? I'm monitoring a very delicate experiment right now. Yes, I am. I'm sorry, have we met before? Your face is unfamiliar to me. She's given up, hasn't she? I knew that little mouse couldn't keep up with me. I already know where I'm going to spend her coin. I'm going to buy this fantastic gown from the Aegis. Dead? Well, that's too bad for her. She just lost. Wait, you spoke to her before she died? Or after? I guess I'll just console myself with her gold and the taste of victory. Betty, I recognize that you've lost. I release you from our contract.
You're going to use my coin to buy a gown? Wait until you get to Aetherius, Engril. You'll have me to deal with again.
You're just jealous of how good I'm going to look. As if some spirit could scare me. I'll just devote the rest of my life to cheating death. That will show her.
It's good to see you, friend. You will always have a place aboard the Prowler. The Queen? Of course we can do this. We shall set out for Haven at once, if you are ready. Where we left it, I'd hope. But come, join me for a drink. It's good luck to share a glass before a long voyage. Unless you can't handle this stuff. Then you can meet us in Vulkelgard. How about a friendly wager? We match each other, glass for glass. Win, and you travel to Haven in the privacy of your own cabin. But if I win, you launder our clothes for the entire voyage. Deal? Ha! Deal! Bottoms up. And speaking of bottoms, my quartermaster prefers a crisp fold in his breeches.
She aimed for the highest, the crown.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
My head feels like a thunderbug crawled inside it. But I did win our contest. Ablan will bring the laundry for you. Every morning. Yes. Well, I was hoping you'd forgotten that raunchy song about the Queen. But what else could I rhyme with Vulkelgard? Are you ready? And can you stop thinking so loudly? Yes. Yes, we'll cast off as soon as the Prowler stops spinning.
Bloody pirates, swimming up from below. I should get down to the hold, help finish them off, but, it hurts.
Throw the bloody pirate! Haven is under pirate attack. Worse, they climbed in through our portholes and breached the hull. I'll use their blood to swab the decks. Think they'll put more holes in my hull, do they? We had just finished repairs on the last ones. We can't shore up the keel with saboteurs around, but we spotted a soldier nearby. Looks like Khajiit Royal Guard and some refugees. We'll keep the pirates off our own backs. Head to that soldier and see if you can help the refugees.
Pirate meat is blessed in the dick. If I don't put out the cinders, the Prowler will go up like a torch.
Good thing the captain spotted pirates on our approach. If she hadn't turned us when she did, we'd be decorating the bottom of the bay.
Ship. The Prowler, isn't it? I've heard tales of its captain and crew. If things weren't so dire, I'd hope to meet them. I'm uncertain. Lord Garashri brought my unit to Haven as part of our final training. But when we arrived, The city was under pirate attack. We worked with the fisherfolk to help the citizens escape. The Jackdaws, a pirate band that raids throughout the long coast. But how could one pirate ship do so much damage? They shouldn't have taken the city at all, let alone as quickly as they did. The speaker for the Main, he brought my people into the Dominion. I'm lucky to serve in his private guard. He sought to introduce us to other lands and people of the Dominion. I do not think he meant our first journey to be this exciting. I do not presume to know. He ordered me to protect the refugees on this island, while he rallies resistance inside the town. This one longs to fight by Lord Garashri's side, but I must follow orders. The fisherfolk, they were away from the port during the attack. The rest are refugees from Haven, mostly guards and merchants who escaped the city. The speaker hoped to locate General Andare, but we could find no sign of her garrison. He feels the city's defense is our responsibility, but there are few of us. Please, find Lord Gareshri. Help take Haven back from the pirates. This one, I do not know. Not exactly. I only know what I must protect. But Lord Gareshri spoke with some refugees before he left. The merchant Narel, and Corinway, who leads the fisherfolk. Perhaps they would know.
When I went to bed last night, I dreamed of a fully laden ship docking in the harbor. I thought it was a good omen. Couldn't have been more wrong. He was wading through the swamp with a handful of soldiers. They looked greener than the water. But good luck to the Cat Lord, I say. To the other end of the marsh. I've only seen the place from the Haven docks. Never thought I'd wade through it. If you're headed after the Cat Lord, cross the marsh and make for the walls. I'd wager he's by the gate. One moment I was nearly asleep, and the next I heard yelling. I looked outside and saw raiders with torches, so I leapt out the window and ran. That's right, completely nude all the way here. The fisherfolk loaned me some clothes. Good of them. Never seen it before this evening. I've sent apprentices there for alchemical supplies. Had I known it was crawling with Horvor, I would have increased their stipends. But not by much. You have to keep them in line.
Have we met? Got knocked on the head by one of the pirates. I think it was a pirate. I don't feel so good.
When I went to bed...
One of the worst things about fishing is there's always a storm on the horizon. We didn't see this one coming, though. Seems like I'm the only fisher willing to barter, too. Times are rough. But if you've got to, you've got to.
If our queen could see us, she'd send help immediately.
What is it?
Pirates or not, I have wares to move. Schedules don't keep themselves.
No matter what happens, we must honor our commitment to the Fighters Guild.
We're all tired, we're all frightened, and we're all hungry. I just want to make sure I get my fair share.
Look, I just want to do what's right. Anyone who wants to grab a pole can fish, but I won't turn over our catch for free.
This makes little sense. How could pirates capture the largest port on the long coast without a fight?
I'm hopeless. I'm ruined. I thought running an inn would be safer than sailing a merchant scow. And yet pirates... always pirates. I was short on some supplies. I planned to meet with a trader to restock. Then pirates. Everyone ran in different directions. I heard some screams out in the marsh, but I twisted my ankle. My workers, they're like family. The kind that doesn't know their way around a marsh. Not like you. Hey, if you run across them, would you mind keeping them safe? Especially Kazuli, my cook. As long as she's all right, I'll be all right.
I need to get out of this place.
I think Kazuli ran to Haven for help. If you see her, tell her we're safe.
Without the weight of numbers, we can't retake Haven by direct assault. The key to victory is the fort. Sharp clawed, that one. It's why I left her in charge. This has been enlightening training cruise for my soldiers. I wanted to show them life outside of elsewhere. For them to see what it means to be a Dominion citizen. I never expected this. Ah, yes. The great General Endari. I wanted to introduce my soldiers to a real Dominion hero. Shame that she's gone. Pulled our fearsome Jade Dragoons out of town before we arrived and left the place defenseless. Seems the pirates decided to fill the void. A question for another time. Right now, we need to deal with these pirates. Jackdaws, they call themselves. We spotted a few giving orders to the others. These Jackdaw lieutenants are the key. We must know why have the Jackdaws lingered in the haven. What do they plan for its citizens? Take my notebook and find the Jackdaw lieutenants. Make note of anything they say which gives us a clearer understanding. I can't see why not. If they're of any importance to the Jackdaw's captain, they'll have written orders. As long as we learn their plans, I don't care how you do it.
I can't believe it! All these soldiers, and not a decent mess kit among them! If only I'd returned with some supplies. Truly? This is wonderful! Please, accept a meager payment for your trouble. And if a strangler-infested marsh doesn't frighten you, perhaps we should speak of additional work. Our profits aren't enough to cover Haven's taxes on the inn. We have a side business to make up the difference. With the destruction caused by the pirates, I'm late making a delivery. Well, there are things people want which aren't illegal. Not exactly. But which the Dominion dislikes. Look, the pirates took some goods used to produce such things. If I don't get the goods to my contact, we'll lose our business. You see? Haven's guard arrived to defend the fisher folk and refugees, I thought to sneak along the beaches, see what I could learn. Then I saw you. So, what should we do? Really? What are the jackdaws planning? What? Why would pirates do such a thing? We must get to the fort and stop them. But if they hold the fort, they must have the gates locked. How could we get in? Good. If you can enter the fort and open the gate, I can bring reinforcements to you. Where is Lord Garashri? I must tell him of this plan. Then we both must hurry. Keep your wits about you, friend. We'll meet inside the fort and stop these pirates from whatever dark magics they plan.
Love learning something new. Problem, Sarah? What would you like to talk about? I don't regret throwing my lot in with you.
Oh, hello. Guess I should have expected to see you around. Not that it isn't good to see you, but, why are you here, exactly? Well, you're full of surprises. You weren't followed here, were you? No, never mind. I'm sure everything's fine. Thank you for delivering this. Good for the crew's morale.
Vex in for some competition.
Well, I best get back to the Prowler. I expect Captain Jimle will want all hands on deck. Needn't bother her with this business, right? Right.
You've done it. Excellent work. Well done, my friend. Lieutenant Kazargi brought me what you found. The pirate leader intends to fill Haven streets with undead slaves, but there's still time to stop them. They're coming from the Fighters Guild. I need someone I can trust to get inside and disrupt their foul rituals. Can I count on you once more? My soldiers are loyal, but if I'm not beside them, they'll fight with half a heart. In this way, we keep the pirates' focus on the speaker for the men's flashing weapons and luxurious hair. Meanwhile, you can gut them when they aren't looking. By Alkosh's scaly nethers, I knew you'd come through. Now, the pirates are likely to have the Fighters Guild heavily guarded and locked down. I hand it to you. Found it on a pirate's corpse and recognized the markings. The luck of Rachin was with me. I'm sure the Fighters Guild will approve of you smashing anything that doesn't belong. When you finish, inform Lieutenant Kazarki of your success.
We'll keep the pirates off your tail. I swear it.
That's the last of them.
Back. Greetings, my friend. You did it. The undead fell in their tracks. The pirates, they surrendered or fled. A good day. They won't tell me. That means it's bad, isn't it? I'm going to die. Truly, your words bring me hope. Lord Garishri isn't here, is he? No. He rallies the people of Haven against the pirates. Please, do not distract him with my fate. If I die from wounds justly earned, I'll greet my ancestors with honor. Tell the speaker it was an honor to serve him.
I knew you'd done it the moment those undead fell to tatters. Half of the pirates surrendered on the spot. They must have thought whatever you did to the undead would happen to them next. This means three things. First, you were instrumental in crashing the pirate invasion of Haven. Second, the Dominion's leadership owes you a debt of thanks. And third, I am privileged to be the one who pays it. An honor to fight beside you. I'd like to know why General Andare pulled her Jade Dragoons from Haven. Their absence nearly led to the Jackdaw's success. What? The last I saw, she was carving her way through undead warriors. How bad is it? Nonsense. I'll send for Mages Guild healers to treat her immediately. Don't you worry about Lieutenant Kazarki. She fought like she was born with 6 claws. There's no way she'll go without a fight.
Divines protect you, just as you protected our own.
there. Hang in there. I'll do something.
Please enjoy our attractions. I'm terribly sorry they're so limited at the moment. I convinced my performers to come here, to spread high elf culture in these lands. Bring a little piece of Somerset to Grotwood, you see? But the train bugs are sick, our magician supplies are missing, and our storytellers' stories fell flat. None of us know the area well enough to resolve these matters. Now we're a carnival, with nothing but a fortune teller. Huzzah! I'd gladly pay the coin provided by the Somerset Cultural Expansion Council to anyone who would help us put on the show. My performers can best explain their setbacks. Connor is our bug trainer, Norian, our storyteller, and Vindare the Magnificent is, well, she's magnificent. I have to describe her that way. It's in her contract.
I hope you didn't travel from far away just to see Vindare the Magnificent. I am not performing at present. My magic cannot function safely in front of a crowd. The, stars are out of alignment. Oh, did she? Did she also tell you how she promised that would make 10 times our normal take by coming to this godforsaken backwater? Did she mention how she said shipping my supplies wouldn't be an issue? The shipping was fine. It's the delivery where it fell apart. My belongings arrived at the docks of Haven without incident. But due to the recent problems in the city, no one has any idea when deliveries will resume. As far as I'm aware, yes. They're in the nicest looking trunk on the dock. I had it touched up by a painter in Matissan, you know. But with the pirate attack, who knows when Haven will be stable enough to deliver their backlog of shipments. I couldn't ask you to lug that heavy monstrosity all the way here. It's triple reinforced steel with an inch-thick lead interior. Discourages my competition from snooping. I just need the supplies inside, if you wouldn't mind, of course.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing to say. That is my problem. I literally have nothing to say to these people. All my stories about the amazing deeds of long-dead high elves. The first rule of my profession is to know your audience, and Grotwood is not a place to tell such tales. I plan to seek out wood elf stories in taverns and libraries, but since we arrived, I've heard of countless troubles in Grotwood. The Worm Cult, pirates, wood elf rebels. It's all the same. I'd rather keep to the safety of the carnival. The wood elves rarely write their stories down. But I heard Scholar Glorolin in the Elden Root Mages Guild is the one to ask. If you're headed that way, would you mind asking for a book? It could be written in Old Akaviri for all I care. Anything would help.
I don't even mind that we're not drawing in the crowds yet. I needed a break from that repetitive windbag Norian.
I don't trust those bugs. They haven't done much since I've been here, but I'm going to keep an eye on them all the same.
Look at them. Limbs so sluggish and carapaces dreadfully dull. When you've raised the shocks since they were pupae, it gnaws at your heart to see them so listless. They're having trouble managing the local grass. So I've put them on an all-hay diet. And the climate. It's more humid than they're used to in Somerset. If I didn't know any better, I'd say they were homesick. When they were younger, I'd grind mudcrab eyes into paste and give it to them as a treat. I think it would raise their spirits again. But nobody sells mudcrab eyes. And I can't leave my shocks to fade away while I scour the coasts. I would forever be in your debt, my friend. A dozen would be enough to go around if you wouldn't mind. And I won't mind if they're a little mashed when I get them. Saves me some work.
I hear you are giving a hand to the performers. That is great news. Maybe my stock won't spoil after all.
To be honest, I don't mind the carnival not being full operational. I prefer shopping to spectacle.
This one enjoys the great tree, but truly appreciates those who gather in its shade.
Yes, yes, my vision dream speaks true.
and tired of being treated like kitten-headed fools by the Thalmor. They file and deliver their papers, sign us empty promises. And what do we have to show for it? Nothing. Abuse? Yes, that is what it is.
So many fellow walkers are upset, disquieted by the silence of the Thalmor when we entreat them for answers. This one knows the burden that is documentation. They were prompt with Vabashi's trade permits. She will be patient with them.
This one serves the Dominion well, and knows many others are the same way as he. What happens when all we disgruntled walkers refuse to fight for elves who do nothing for us? Battles will be lost. This, I promise.
I can't wait to take a load off at the inn.
Hello?
Of course, Eldenroot has a significant presence of both the fighters and the mages' guilds. We have sizable halls for both within the tree.
Within the tree? How would one find them? The tree is so large.
They're easy to find. The trunk has 3 landings within it, and the middle landing, the one with the shrine, will have passageways to both guild halls.
Have you been to the Eldenroot Fighters Guild Hall? It's quite large, possibly the largest in the Dominion. Of course, the size of your hall doesn't make you a better combatant. That takes work, right?
I pity these high elves tramping about in their metal pants. Leather and cloth are so much finer, don't you think? Of course you do. Is there anything I can help you with?
This one has given much thought. If a wood elf mate were to insist on cooking wood elf foods, it would be all right. Maybe, if they are very small though. Very small indeed.
You're a bold one to approach so fearlessly. Give me a good reason to speak with you. I'll make it seem like you're here at my request. Otherwise, my subjects will think you cut the line and start sizing you up for dinner. How thoughtful. I could hardly turn down such a generous gift, especially with the trouble brewing in Eldenroot. How are you at building embassies? You see, Queen Irene promised one would be built for the Khajiit as a gesture of goodwill. But now a year has passed and there's still no Khajiit embassy. This has led to no end of headaches. Good question. You wish to serve the Comoran throne? You can start by asking Prince Naaman why his people aren't fulfilling their promises. He's the one who seems to have the entire Elden Tree lodged up his flue. I can say that. I'm the king.
Yes? Quickly now. Don't leave your mouth to hang agape. That again? My sister, Queen Irene, foolishly committed to build the Khajiit an embassy months ago. Everything was to be handled through Ambassador Tarinwe at the Ultima Embassy. No, you don't get to question me, not after you slew High Kin Lady Estri. Do you think I'm one to have a chat with the person who killed my wife? That will break out the Sylphmead and share a good laugh? I suppose that's my burden. Very well, I won't give you the satisfaction of doubting my loyalty. You were asking after the Khajiit? Ask a stonemason. I have to prepare for the ratification ceremony before Queen Irene's arrival. I can't be troubled with such minor issues. If you care to pursue the matter, speak with Ambassador Tarinwe at the Ultima Embassy. An archaic wood elf ritual. If she dances to their tune, Queen Irene will be recognized by the heavens as a worthy candidate for Emperor of Tamriel. Rubbish, if you ask me. To promote harmony, she'd tell you. The same reason she picked this bizarre tree city as the Dominion's capital. She wants every member of the Dominion to feel as though they're equal. Oh, we need to be unified against our enemies, and having a high elf in charge is paramount to our success. But do we really need all this coddling? The ratification ceremony, the business with the embassy, more problems due to harmony?
Ah, our magnanimous prince. Such a kind and noble ruler, don't you agree?
Did you know your entire future is mapped out in the stars? One must only know how to read them. Not such an enviable skill, though. A mystery that kills the mystery, if you catch my meaning.
You're not one for waiting in lines, are you? You're confident, I'll give you that. Strode right up to the king. Azerith, Vine Dusk Ranger. You could say we keep King Comoran Eredon in touch with his people. Watch yourself. The boughs of the Elden Tree are bright and beautiful, but they cast long shadows. A year ago, the king nearly lost Eldenroot to a civil war. People have long memories. But that's old news. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine.
My commissions require me to travel across half of Tamriel. I am to see most of the Dominion's lands. It is already quite interesting.